welcome back to Redbeard RPG and the Outer Worlds. We are working on a complication with Computronic Cerebrum. I'm not assuming that's how you say that. Um, let's we'll head to see if the order will help us get access to the archive. I don't know if we have an option to do both, but we will definitely do the order one. So we need to go to Laplace Garden. Let's try that out. I assume that's on Cloister because I think Free Market Station is, yeah, the Auntie's Choice option. So far,
Commander, a word? What
despite
happened back there? We had her cornered, bullets chambered, justice within reach, and you just let her go? What am I supposed to do with that? How am I supposed to trust you the next time a tough choice has to be made?
I wasn't about to kill her in cold blood after convincing her to stand down.
That sort of thinking never would have slowed DeVries on the draw.
As Earth Director agents, we should always seek peaceful resolutions when we can.
Mercy's a fine concept, but I'm not convinced everyone deserves it. Just hope we don't come to regret our stayed hand. I'm gonna need time to muddle through all this, so let's just end things there. For now.
Okay. Oh, he's not happy.
Moment of your time, Commander.
Of course.
Remember that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Well, since we're here and all, thought we might take it up now. Might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, I made a mistake.
No way.
Feels like high time I righted it. Now I'm out and about again.
Wasn't this about your research being considered heretical by the Order?
That's where the error occurred, I believe. Others judged it such. I shut it down. Believe I was wrong to do so. For many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote spot called Reasons Pass on account of my decision.
Oh, I've never met an Order heretic before. Is she bad at math?
Hardly. Quite the opposite, in fact. She's one of the finest minds to ever grace the Order. Her research was unconventional, surely. She was as well. I think with both, we could right things, get the Order back on its intended path.
Okay. All right, we can go right now if you'd like.
Do appreciate it, Commander.
All right. So I think we'll give Inez and Niles a break. We'll go with Azza and Marsal, I think. No, actually, let's go Valerie. We haven't had Valerie with us for a while. Hopefully this isn't where the heretics are as well. We still have some of Azra's quests to do. Let's double check that journal real quick.
That's the archive right there. The archive.
Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, and that's the order, solicit the order support. Where's hers? Is the Glorious Dawn cell here? It is not. Okay. So we're good on that front. But let's check midpoint to the endpoint. Meet the contact at Reasons Pass. That is quite a ways away. Let's pull that map up. All the way over there. And that's contact the order support. So we'll probably do that on the way. So let's go back to journal, actually. We'll get that going. Let's see how the heck we get there. Make sure there's no loot on this landing pad. There's typically not much, if anything. A couple small plasma charges. Never hurts to do a quick lap. You never know what the game developers decided to hide. There's a cave back here. That's interesting. There's a cave that way as well. What's back this way? Friendly or no?
What could possibly be keeping the repair personnel so long?
What's up, bud?
Greetings. By any chance, did you happen to encounter the repair personnel I dispatched to Resistor Bank 2789B12?
I have not. What's wrong with the resistor bank?
Our new JTY-1030 resistor banks are built with enough durability to suffer through a tremendous amount of misuse. But the brutish handling by the Protectorate is too much for it. The misuse is causing moisture uptake, which causes the resistors to give off more heat. In the snow, that means more moisture, which means even more heat. I'm sure you can observe that the problem is cyclical in nature. I don't suppose you'd be willing to aid me in fixing this?
Well, if my engineering skill is high enough, sure. Where can I find this damaged resistor bank?
It's down in the valley just southwest of the archive. The heat has liquefied all the snow off the glass surface. It is an easy location to observe.
Okay. Any idea what could be keeping the repair person?
Ursopods, Protectorate forces, rogue scrappers, blizzards, mantisaurs, maybe even Auntie's choice forces. Truly a smorgasbord of unfortunate options.
Well, that's not great. Sure, I'll help you out.
Oh, this is most appreciated. Unfortunately, the previous repair personnel took the only repair kit I had on hand. I'll mark the coordinates of the resistor bank on your map, but locating the repair personnel will be up to you. If you find him, you find the kit. I hope. Otherwise, the repair will be most difficult. I'll guide you.
Okay. Nothing I can really do in this little cubby. Okay. Try this other.
This weather's quite conducive for cooling the archive, and unconducive for me feeling my fingers.
Try this other path here, see where this takes us.
I find your proposed time frame leisurely. Unaccountably so.
But going any faster grossly increases the threat of collapse. Burying us beneath the snow benefits no one.
So long as we are operating within the statistical parameters given to us.
Fair enough.
Absolutely no reason to delay. Pick up the pace.
Lovely day for differential geometry.
Hello, farewell. Thank you for this efficiently compact conversation.
Okay. They got nothing for us, apparently.
The cause of the avalanche.
Inconclusive at present.
Okay, we got more people down this way.
These temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers. Corneal frostbite be damned.
Okay.
Hold. We're presently observing a ceasefire with Auntie's choice, but its duration may be subject to sudden reversal.
Indeed.
Would hate for you to get caught in any crossfire.
Thanks for the warning. So then, may I ask what you're doing here?
Gathering data on the enemy's movements and behavior. Blizzards raise the degree of difficulty, but that's our problem, not yours.
Fair enough. Yeah, sounds like you're having a tough time.
Cloister has been a difficult front, and losing the archive, first to the invaders and now to the Protectorate, has made it even more painful. Never mind the rifts. If you're looking for a way to help us out, I recommend heading to Laplace's garden. Follow this path and you can't miss it.
Okay. You got any more info on Laplace's garden?
Only the finest place on this ice ball. Words aren't sufficient to capture its many quality attributes. Best you observe it yourself.
Fair enough.
Avalanche collapsed part of the tunnel to the garden, so the safest path is along the cliffside here. Mind your step.
Before
All
we
right,
head to
will
the
do.
archive, perhaps we should entreat the Order or Auntie's choice for aid against the Protectorate defenses. Sound to be rather formidable.
Oh yeah, there's a little shack here. Let's check this little shack out. Everything's considered theft. We're not stealing from these guys. They're having a hard enough time as it is. So supposedly if we follow this path, we should get right to where we're going. What do we got here?
Please don't take me on a co-tangent.
Are you going to be a problem? Because I have a solution that requires very little computation.
Did talk about shooting me, I guess? Oh, that's not stealing. We'll take that. I don't know if I have any guns that do plasma rounds.
Not ready. Please try again later.
Alright, that looks like that's the other side of the collapse. Anything up here? Little money. And a flywheel. Okay, and this just loops us back around. Simple enough. Looks like we're almost to the Order. Here's the guard. He's friendly, apparently. He's gotten absolutely no questions for me, even though he's never seen me before. Not exactly a great guard. Do a quick lap around here. If there's any signs, yeah, that's considered stealing. I figured it would be. What do we got here? Oh, this is probably the collapse tunnel. Yeah, and there's the people trying to bust in here. Okay. And it looks like, whoop. Just a couple little resources, nothing too crazy over there. I don't understand why they're not building supports as they go. It seems like that would be ideal.
I have too much on my mind for idle numerical
personalized
chit-chat.
prediction yet? I'll admit to a bit of trepidation in regards to opening mine. This is the first one I've received since deployment.
Honestly, the ones you get in the field are lifesavers. I would have been dead 3 times over without mine.
Oh, that does set my mind at ease. Now,
Nothing
let's
too,
see.
too interesting over there. We will move on. What is this? You have a computer. Oh, look up bounties. It's a bounty computer. Following your bounties for the Cloister region, please select any. Select any. The Mangler Mantisar Queen. The crimes of manslaughter. And then Buckshot Bill. The crimes of organized and disorganized pillaging, theft, ransoming of research, miscellaneous murder, reckless and consistent discharge of a firearm, exponentially increasing noise violations. Okay. Oops. All right. Should have got a couple quests for that. Looks like there's going to be plenty to do on Cloister here.
Heard that rift near the archive has destabilized. Must
Indeed
be a
it
sign.
has.
The Protectorate's latest action clearly runs counter to the plan. Mark my supposition. It's only a matter of time until we're called upon to take back the archive. You're cleared to enter. Go on in.
You have a very non-scholarly look about you.
Well, thanks. All right, and we level up just by entering the building. Let's check that out. We have to do hack. We have to do observation. And then what else do we want to do? I mean, going hard on engineering has definitely saved our butts before. Let's actually, we'll do lockpick first this round. Apply that. And looks like we got one perk available. What do we want here? Tracker's pretty good. A lot of these seems like we've seen before. Oh, what's this? When combat starts and whenever one of your companions is down, immediately gain temporary health equal to 50% of your max health. That's pretty good. Gain the ability to take a deeper breath when using medical inhaler, while using extra inhaler charge, increasing toxicity costs, but also granting large bonuses. Man, what do we want here? Bonus healing from inhaler and drugs. It doesn't seem super useful at this time. But I may regret that. What to do. Let's go pickpocket. We might need that at some point. Is that what I want? Yeah, whatever, let's do it. And then companions, this will be a little simpler. Double breakdown items grant you mag picks a chance to be preserved on use. Yes, please. And then we got 20% melee damage. That's not going to help us. Clear all hostile status effects. Yes, please. And then you got collects and recycles shock rods, plasma cells, and biomass ammo, giving you a small chance to be recovered when used. Or automechanicals have a small chance to provide additional crafting materials. I think ammo preservation is the way to go there. All right.
Agent, I have a message for you.
What's that?
On behalf of the Order of the Ascendant and her impermeable wisdom, the presiding bishop Ruth Bassar, welcome to Laplace's garden. The presiding bishop is presently indisposed, but I've been instructed to direct you to the Artificer Laureate for whatever pressing matter has brought you to the garden.
Okay.
She's working in Belvedere Hall's secondary courtyard. Enter the large building at the top of the mesa ahead and follow the first hall on your right.
Okie dokie. I was led to believe Vicar Alden may also be expecting me. Can you direct me to him?
Oh, yes. The vicar did ask me to direct you to him. How positively forgetful of me. He should be waiting for you in Belvedere Hall's main courtyard at the top of the stairs.
Okay. Artificer, what'd you say? Larete? Larete? Sounds important. What can you tell me about her?
The Artificer Laureate is head of the Department of Applied Scientism, overseeing the exemplars, or craftsmen, of our order. Weapons and technology all fall under her purview.
Interesting. You said the presiding bishop was imposed. Is he sick?
Oh no, not at all. The presiding bishop routinely spends time in a sensory deprivation chamber to hone her mental faculties. Of course, she does seem to be logging more hours in the chamber of late, but I'm certain that's all part of the plan.
Hopefully
the rest
so.
of the Laureate Council is capable of managing affairs while the presiding bishop is occupied. Really, it's no reason for concern. Nothing in the garden is.
Yeah, this place seems oddly calm for being a war zone.
Look around you. I don't see a battlefield. Do you?
You know what I mean. The war against the Protectorate.
All conflict is transient in nature. To dwell on the negativity of a moment is to risk missing the opportunity of what comes next. Those in the garden have enough perspective to remain present and to focus on what matters. Science and progress.
Okay. Yeah, I'm impressed you managed to say all that with the giant silver spoon in your mouth.
It may seem like I'm speaking from a position of luxury and privilege, but it is a privilege the Order hopes to share with all one day. But now, I fear I have kept you long past an ideal duration. May all your problems precede solutions.
Okay. Let's take a quick gander around, see if there's anything of interest.
Please keep your behavior within acceptable parameters.
Detecting higher than normal humidity with trace amounts of organic material non-native to Cloister.
You appear to present a low probability of risk. Please don't invalidate my calculation.
There's the vending machine. Does that say caffeine point? Is that what that said? Caffeine integration point.
I'm cutting you off there, Charles. That's your third conviction today. People will start to worry. Welcome to the CAF integration point. Will it be caffeine or convictions today?
What are convictions?
Convictions are statements which promote personal and professional confidence and well-being, leading to 22.9% more scientific breakthroughs in a given quarter.
Interesting. I've got time to kill. Hit me.
Before I can administer your conviction, I need to ask you a question. In what area of your life do you feel you need the most improvement? Personal or professional?
Both probably. My life's a mess right now.
But if you had to prioritize one area over the other?
Let's do, I'd say I've added some professional setbacks.
Expand on that for me.
Have you seen the rift in the sky? I could have prevented it. I should have.
You are a single gear in the grand workings of the universe, and should not expect to control all of its mechanisms or outcomes.
That's nice. Thanks, I strangely feel better.
Good. Never forget that you are a valuable factor in the universal equation and necessary to advancing the plan. Now then, a brief conversation is customary following the initial service. I haven't seen you around before. New project appointment? Must be an adjustment, all things considered.
Adjustment? I'm not sure what you mean.
Come now. Don't tell me you haven't noticed our particular strain of hospitality here in the garden. I can only imagine how odd such an abundance of tranquility and friendliness must seem when contrasted with, well, anywhere else in Arcadia. Especially in the middle of a war. And so near active fighting. Almost unfeasible, wouldn't you say?
You know, You do a passable impression of a scientician. Did you grow up near one of our settlements? Have a few years of order training?
I'm quite sure I don't know what you mean.
Oh, I understand you may technically count as a member, but there's a perfunctory element to your articulation. You don't believe in the plan, and you're clearly up to something.
Oh, my.
She sized you up almost immediately, Commander. Been softly probing you for information. I clocked her the first moment she opened her mouth.
Yeah, if she's not a member of the Order, then what's she doing here?
Excellent question. I've been wondering the same thing. Well, do I have to shoot up the place? Or will you come clean immediately? Who do you work for, little mole?
By the architect, keep your voice down, please. Even if what you say is true, this isn't a conversation best had amidst present company. Let's talk somewhere more private. Behind the CAF integration point, perhaps?
Sure. What have we got ourselves into here? We'll follow her and see what's what.
You must be curious why I asked for such a discreet rendezvous.
It's not really that discreet. There's people right behind us. All this cloak and dagger stuff certainly has piqued my interest.
Allow me to whet your appetite for intrigue a little further, shall I? I have adequate reason to believe the Order is conducting a mass experiment on the population of Laplace's garden.
Oh? What you talk about there?
The Order is not cultivating its perfect, plan-abiding society through careful ideological pruning, as the laureates would have you believe. It's simple pharmacology. Put bluntly, they're regulating the emotions of everyone in Laplace's garden through drugs in the water supply.
Interesting. Let's see. Yeah, why would the Order do that?
Why would the Order want to create a society of undistractable little academics whose only desire is to advance the plan? I wonder.
Okay. If what you're saying is true, we probably need to tell people.
Moderate your volume, please. No one here is in any immediate peril. Probably. The Order claims the subjects here supposedly consented to participate, but it was begun prior to the schism with the Protectorate, so who's to say? Regardless, if the Order has made some kind of pharmaceutical breakthrough, imagine how useful it might be to certain parties to know about it in advance.
Who are you working for? I know you're not really with the Order.
I represent a group of information traders who would pay well to get their hands on a sample of this drug. Interested?
You're a Sub Rosa, aren't you?
So you've heard of us. Good. That makes this easier. My primary task has been to watch the Order. But I'm confident my superiors would agree. Physical proof is of far greater value than mere rumor.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like something worth investigating.
All you need to do is enter water reconditioning and collect a sample of the drug. I believe they call it perspective. This passcode will give you access to the main terminal. Watch the guards patrol before making your way into the facility. If worst comes to worst, I wager Laureate Beckett also has a keycard on him, but that might be tricky to lift. Lately, he's been sitting near the fountains, performing his silly little breathing exercises. If he's not there, then he's likely in conference with the presiding bishop. Whatever you do, be discreet. I can't have any laureates asking questions about me. Understood?
Fair enough. Understood.
One more thing before you leave. Outside of work, I have, let's call it an alternative inventory. You'll have to pay, of course, but I'm sure I have something that'll make your job a little easier.
Okay. Well, let's see what your secret inventory is.
And I'd like to offload some of this merchandise. Sounds like a win-win.
Let's hold Z to sell the junk. Alright. What does she got? Advanced decryption key. I like those. Sentry blade. 120% toxicity drain. That's pretty good. How much is this thing? 600 bucks? We might get that. Uncommon materials. A new pharmaceutical primer and some mag picks. I think we definitely want these. Okay. And then what was the other thing? The monocle? Yeah, I think that's all we need from her. I think we're okay on mag picks. Let's go to inventory. I actually probably need to sell her a bunch of stuff.
You're
Let's
back.
actually do that.
Any luck with the sample?
No.
And I'd like to offload some of this merchandise. Sounds like a win-win.
All right. So if we switch to sell, yeah, we're okay on mag picks. We don't need to buy any more of those. This is how we want it sorted? I wish it told you like how we were sorting these. Okay, heavy rounds, large plasma charge, long rounds, short rounds, shock rod, heavy rounds. We have something better that does heavy rounds, right? We should be able to sell that off, right? I mean, that kind of seems like that might be. It uses more ammo. Ammo's pretty limited, especially on this one. Yeah, we'll sell this one. All right, shotgun shells. Short rounds. What's our other short round gun? Death sentence. Yeah, it seems to be better. Get rid of that. This doesn't seem better. Poisons targets with uranium, causing to take progressively damage more from this weapon. Auto mechanicals will take no damage, instead will become overcharged, gaining speed and power. We'll keep those. I'm not entirely sure about that. We have a noticeably better shotgun there, so let's get rid of that. Small plasma charge. Heavy rounds again. We got a better heavy round gun. Long rounds. I think we have a better long round weapon. That one's a sniper rifle. We'll keep that one. And this I don't think we need. Small plasma charge, 41, 41. That adds corrosive damage. This reduces ammo cost. How's that work? We'll keep both those. That we don't need. That we don't need. That I don't think we need. Yeah, we got a better short round there. Small plasma charge. I think we have better ones of those. Yeah. Sniper rifle. We'll keep that just in case. I don't understand how this is. We'll keep that one. I don't understand how this is organized. Compact rounds. Did we have anything else that did compact rounds? I don't think we did. $28 times 3 versus just 35. I think we'll get rid of that one. Then we're just down to ammo. Anything we're definitely not going to use here. Buy that one. kind of go through these, make sure those are basically the same. I think 80% toxicity drain is what we already have. Want to say we don't need that. Keep one ghillie suit. Keep that. Also have this. Food will keep. Mods will keep. Crafting materials we're gonna keep. Okay. All right, we made a profit on the transaction.
What a lamentable state of affairs.
What's the
I
problem?
remember the days when Laplace's garden lived up to its estimable purpose. Now
Indeed.
look at it. The fountain in disrepair, pedagogy in the park, even the lights above our heads have winked out like stars taken down from the sky.
Okay. Sounds like you're having a hard time.
Nevertheless, one must persist. The plan is good. The shadow of ignorance cannot withstand its light.
Okay. An electrical short could be a reasonable reason for the lights failing. I could take a look at that.
I knew you had a knowledgeable look about you. That would be wonderful. Thank you, dear. There's a panel just here. I will supervise from a respectable distance, but know that I am with you in theory, like the architect's own guiding hand.
We'll knock this little side project out real quick. Then I'm just now realizing this episode's ran quite long. There you go.
And so there was light. My sincerest thanks. I will be sure to extol your virtues to the laureates the next time we speak. And here, a little treat for your effort.
All right, well, thank you. All right, we'll continue exploring this new town we got here. But unfortunately, we're going to have to do that next time. Thank you all so very much for watching. Have a good one. Oh, this is free.